Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to do full face makeup on, but rather come with me and check what is in this box from PIXI Beauty. So this is what I've got in my PR package. We have everything from new metallic eyeshadows to some stuff that I have already tried. But let's do and test them once again. First, I'm gonna start with my base, with my primer actually. This one is called Flawless Beauty Primer, Hydrating Glow Primer. This whole line that I sent is called Glow Out with PIXI. So it is supposed to be in about radiant and glowing. One thing before I continue, I just want to mention, if you haven't checked some of my other videos, this right here, it's called Radiance Perfector. And I found myself using this every single time in my beauty routine recently. I love this one so much. Like I said, it has like a million little sparkles in it. It's beautiful regardless of the color. It might be confusing you, but it's because it's pink, doesn't matter. It's really great. Let's check the consistency on this one. Ooh, so this one actually, it's not clear. This reminded me, I just wanted to show you the comparison between this one. So you can just check how liquidy this one it is. This one right here is much more color infused than this one, but texture on this one, texture on that one, this one is much more liquidy. If this one was gold, I would say it's liquid gold. Honestly, I hope I'm gonna love this one, same as I did the previous one. This one goes into the skin much more than the other one. My skin has already been prepared. I finished off with my moisturizer. And now let's give this a little shake. So this will be perfect if I'm doing glowy foundation routine, or I think I can add this to my foundation, but I just don't know how it would perform. I find it interesting, the color that it is. Let's see what this does as a primer. I'm thinking, even because of the consistency, it reminds me a little bit of Benefit Professional. Is this going to cover my pores? Hopefully. Right away, I'll say how I love the undertone. Let me show you the difference between this side and the other one. When it comes to my pores, I would avoid that area for this because I think it even emphasizes them even more. So I would use this one, especially where I want my skin to be glowy, and just in general places that I would put this highlighter. Either way, I find this a little bit more subtle than Radiance Perfector. Because it has a little bit tint to it, it stays nice as on its own. So this side is with the primer, this one is without. It does feel hydrating. Texture is interesting. This is supposed to be for all skin types. On this side, I will use my brush. I would say I prefer my fingers just because I can really put that primer where I need it to be. For whatever reason, I don't feel comfortable using this one all over my face, but on this side, I will put all over my face this primer just to test it to see what is going on. And I will also put a little bit in my foundation as well. Now I'm gonna go in with Chanel No. 1 foundation, shade B30. I will not put too much. I just wanted to keep my skin really fresh and glowy. I just don't want to saturate it too much. I will also put a little bit on my foundation for my left side, but what I would say right away, as far as I can see, I would use this as a liquid highlighter, not as a glowy primer, if that makes sense. It's just that the areas, at least for now, the areas where it's been applied, I feel like it emphasizes my skin texture even more. So I would stick with this one just on the areas that I want them to be highlighted and glowy, of course. But I do love the texture. I do love the undertone. I love how it feels on the skin. I just don't like the effect wherever my skin has any kind of problems, because I feel then it emphasizes them even more. It's not bad, not even when you mix it with the foundation, it works. So I would rather mix it with the foundation as a primer to give a little bit more glowness to my foundation than to put it on certain areas as it is. I wouldn't do that. With my Chanel No. 20 loose powder, I love this one. This right here is Plus C with lip brightener. So this is tinted lip balm infused with vitamin C to brighten and provide intense moisture so that your lips look more luscious. It all comes down to your preference to the undertone, whether you like it to be a little bit more cooler tone or red one. That just all depends. I really like how hydrating and lightweight it feels on my lips. It's not sticky. So this provides real hydration, and this one is a big plus when it comes to that. Next is Non-Squirted Blush Quad. It's creamy powder formulated with ceramides, vitamin E and botanical extracts to hydrate skin. As you can see, I already tried that one. Actually, I tried this one and I've been using this one a lot. As you can tell, I don't think I reached for this one recently that much. What I did love from their line here was this blush right here. I ran out of it. It is absolutely stunning and beautiful. I love that one. So what I can do right now is to set a little bit this area right here when I'm going to apply this blush, and I'm gonna use this one even as a contour, not going too heavy with it. So I will be using this shade right here. Next I'm going in with this blush right here. I feel like this one is super strong. What I do find interesting about PIXI in general is how their PR packages ideas are through really wisely. They do come up with a really great specific themes, whether it's skincare or makeup. I really do love how they package their PR package ideas and within the products inside that matches everything. Now for my blush, I will use both of these. I'm just going to apply on my cheekbones just because I do have a glowy primer all over my face. One thing I was really interested to see and to try are these new Eye Lift Max Extreme Longwear Liquid Shadow. These two are in shades Chiffon and Sunset. So this one is Chiffon, this one is Sunset. If you know me, if anything, you know how much I love long-lasting and waterproof makeup. Oh, I thought this is going to be a little bit colorful. This is pretty light. Okay, the texture is super weird. Hopefully the sunset color will be darker, and it is, but not that much. At first glance, I'm a bit skeptical. Here's the thing, I will use this chiffon shade for my inner corner and underneath my eyebrow. I get it. This specific shade is supposed to give your eyes a lift effect and brighten up your eyes. But it's just something weird about this texture, and these glitters just kind of come out appear in a weird way. I'll definitely give this a try. I don't wanna just make my first impressions and say this is no good. I will test this with the eyeshadows so I can give you my final thoughts. Well, I just tried this sunset shade. This is how texture looks like. Try this one in my inner corner, again depending on your skin tone. This is more about what undertone are you going for at that day. Are you using more of a cooler tone makeup or warm tone? It depends. This one is a little bit more rosy. Okay, I do prefer the effect on this one because when I move my head, it just looks like my skin is glowing, where here I do have a lot of brightening going on. So if you are much more lighter than I am, which I'm not that dark, it may work for you. But for now, I do prefer this one. And for my inner corner, I would even mix both of them, as it says mix to achieve something. Not super impressed with this one at the moment. I'll give it a try. Next we have Endless Silky Eye Pen. What I do like about this is supposed to be waterproof eyeliner. Again, I love waterproof makeup, so let's see if you truly are waterproof. It's hard to believe that after Ingloss MC gel eyeliners is something, it can be that creamy and waterproof, but with a pigment, of course. We are always talking about pigment as well. This pen is super creamy. I'm impressed how creamy this is. Super creamy. For this test, because I'm not wearing any eyeshadows, I will just set my eyes just a tiny bit. Wow, I wish it stays this way. This is super creamy, so easy to work with. I will also apply this in my waterline. Let me see if I can use my tiny little brush for this, because obviously pen is not that much thin on the edges, so I can do my wing easily. I have no issues just taking product because it is so creamy. But again, since it is waterproof, it is crucial to take care of your stuff, and as much as you can, please keep them closed because they will dry up real fast. And once they're dry, they are no good for use. Wow, look at that. Awesome, super easy, super soft. Again, just because I do like to be a little bit more precise, I took my brush, but I am super excited. Okay, so I just hope one last step with this, that it's truly waterproof. I will let it dry so I can try to remove it. In the meantime, let's talk about last product, which is mascara. This is called Large Lash Mascara to enhance and elongate your lashes with fiber-filled mascara. I am really interested to see how these fibers look like. Now, one thing I'm concerned about is this waterproof mascara? Because usually if it's not waterproof, I really don't care how good it is. I'm always using waterproof mascara. Here it just says that it's Volumizing Mascara. I will put 2 coats of this. Also, I will say that the brush is really huge. I'll just wait for it to dry. I don't care too much about the mascara, except the fact that it is waterproof. So this is the final result. I do think that 1 coat was totally enough for me, because anyway I would go with false eyelashes. One thing I wanted to check, I'm just going to remove this. Just wanted to check if this is really waterproof. It came out just a tiny bit. Let's see what happens when I spray it with coconut water. If it's still going to nope. Well, that was disappointing. Yeah, it came off. Too bad. Not all of it, but at least half of the product it did not last. Now I went in with my MAC Radiance Fixing Spray to see what's really going on with this glowy primer and everything that I've put on, highlighter and stuff. Let me just test this mascara as well. I don't think this is waterproof mascara, but I can test it to see. Anyways, this is how my face looks like with a setting spray. I do like now this glowing, long-lasting eyeshadow. I haven't put them onto the test. This is supposed to be extremely long wear. Let's just say this mascara is not waterproof. It is just a regular mascara. Even though it's not extremely long wear, I am super excited about this pencil. I did love it, and I love it how smooth it is. Then I also love this beauty primer, but as I'm thinking, I will just use it as my liquid highlighter rather than primer, and I love the undertone. These two, however, will go to the test. Kind of skeptical still. I like to use this. It's much more convenient than brush big as this one. But hey, we'll do the job. Look at this. And I did love how this lip primer feels on my lips. And again, for the non-squirted finish you will get on this is a little bit on yellowish side. This highlighter here is beautiful. Again, depending on look you're going for. Blush is super intense, so you do want to be careful about it. And for the end, I just want to say big thank you to PIXI for sending these products so I can test them and give my honest feedback to you guys, so hopefully it can guide you through whatever you were thinking on buying. Anyways, this is everything for today, and let me know what would you like to see in my next video, and I will link here some of my other PIXI try-ons. And guys, I will see you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.